long. You bring in more DBs, more speed, more fun blitz packages. Get to have a little fun, go get the quarterback.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
Well, you're seeing this offense aggressive here right out of the gate. I don't even know if they're planning on running the football the rest of this game. The way they're throwing it right now, I mean, they're just throwing caution to the wind. And, David, we know it. They've got a lot of confidence in their skill players throwing the ball. And right now, that's been very apparent early.
Well, and now you knock me back on my heels a little bit. Now I'm like, oh, crud, is this their game plan? Is this going to be pass, pass, pass? So defensively, I'm thinking, how do I make my subs? Do I go dime? Do I go nickel, right? Like, they're definitely pass happy. But the first thing I have to do is get a pass rush and make this quarterback feel uncomfortable.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game. Following Ole Miss' 1926 victory in Starkville, a melee between the fans ensued. Imagine that in this rivalry. So the two sides got together and said, what we need is a trophy to calm the passions of each side, and they settled on the Golden Egg. Thus, the Egg Bowl was born.
Yeah, what calms everybody down more than a golden egg? I mean, just the perfect recipe. We have all been in the booth calling these games. Jesse, we know the adrenaline, the emotion that goes into this football game.
Yeah, they do not like each other. There's no question. And the funny thing is that's actually a golden football. Back in the 1920s, I guess the football looked a little bit more like an egg. It was a bit fatter, looked more like a rugby ball. So everybody calls it the golden egg now. It's a beautiful trophy. Sometimes Mississippi State's helmets resemble the trophy. This is a game we love watching.
They have it at the 43, 3rd and short, trying to avoid making a decision on 4th down. Left side is Haas. Breaks into the open. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a... game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, third downs, money downs, the tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down.
And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They give it to him again. Brought down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 6. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. Bush is ahead. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Snapped on 4th down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
And the Rebels, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Plows through the defense. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the 1st quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the 1st period, and the stats tell that tale. Still scoreless here after this offense has dominated time of possession. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Out wide left, it's Haas. Touchdown, Ole Miss! A great catch and run for 6.
And how about that drive to start the football game? Like, you want to not give up points? Don't give the other team the football. They held it the whole 1st quarter. Now they punch it in. They've shortened this game and done the most important thing, put 6 on the board.
Getting ready for the extra point after the 1st score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll start on the ground with Pluff Bothwell. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with second and short. Taylor wants to throw. Out wide right, it's Black. That'll be enough to give Mississippi State a fresh set of downs.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Tells to run, wants to pass. Gonna let it fly. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Lacey. And this Wildcat is going to be declawed, stopped in the backfield.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to throw, and they need a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. Left side, it's Gill. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Rebels come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Gonna run it. It's Lacey. Oh, he's got some space. Smashes through the tackle. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
And the Rebels have it with a 1st and 10.
Now, ready, go!
To the ground. He's got it again. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And it was amazing to watch Kejuan Lacey take off last year. Like, he was at Missouri the year before, and you were kind of like, he's not that great of a player. All of a sudden, goes to Ole Miss, and you see the speeds, the long stride, the playmaking ability. This was an offense at Ole Miss that was built around him a year ago, and he's back, and I expect him to be fed and fed well.
Black 18! Black 18! King!
They'll run it. Looking for a crease. He's got enough. Got a little grip. Touchdown. down. Well, this crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start on the ground with Fluff Bothwell. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Taylor wants to throw it. Still looking to his right. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Lacey. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, time running short in the half. On the move, he fires. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be 3rd down.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Got it looking for the first down. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Snaps it, and he has to have it. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got room on the return. He's at the 50. He's inside the 40. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
What an amazing play by the defense. Not only do you get the interception, but you completely flip the field. And how about the open field running by that guy once he made the pick?
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Taylor wants to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Mississippi State calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Going to work on second down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Looks as if he's going to run it. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now we get a timeout taken by the Rebels. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On third down, here's Bothwell. And he's in! Touchdown, Mississippi State! PAT unit on the field. Just got a little casual with it and blew the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2.
Number 8 set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On the direct snap, it's Lacey. He's past the 30. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked from the Wildcats. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
Back has it. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. Let's start with South Alabama taking on the Washington State Cougars. And it's the Jaguars sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. The victory caps off a 6-6 regular season, and now the waiting game for a possible bowl invitation.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Taylor wants to throw it. Rolls right. Throwing right. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. It's a 1st and 10. Fresh center down's going to the air. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And that's really a lot of what we saw in the first half by this defense. We knew coming into the football game, man, this guy's got dynamite. Like, he's got the explosive ability to make plays, throwing the football and running. And kudos to this defense. They've been dialed in, locked in, not giving up the big plays on the ground, understanding he's a threat, and playing him like that.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Couldn't set his feet.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this, and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Rebels offense is back on the field. Gonna run it. It's Lacey. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And what a great job by the defense here. 1st down, 2nd down, 2 straight runs. They stuff both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up 3rd and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Sends it back in motion. Moving the pocket, it's Chambliss. Out wide left, it's Lacey. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Really good job by the defense there. Understanding pass, dropping back, but not losing sight of that running back and letting that quarterback throw it to him where he can pick up some extra yards and get that 1st down. They did a great job covering the whole field and making sure that running back got nowhere.
Punt is on its way. Not a lot of room to field this one. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. The offense goes back to work, and the defense is keeping them in it right now. They just really haven't gotten much done when they've had the football. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Right side, it's Cotton. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
And guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. Got an alley. Down he goes.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Taylor wants to throw. Finds his man. Good pickup on that one. They will stop him short of the line to gain, and now we'll see what they do on 4th down from the 17.
That's why, as a defense, you feel okay playing man coverage on 3rd down, because you know you've got linebackers and you've got players on your defense that can cover these dangerous running backs mano-a-mano. Nice job tackling in the open field.
Needs it here on 4th down. Makes the grab. Could be an alley. And he'll be ridden out of bounds, but not before a good pickup on that one.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up.
Ready? 22. Grid. Go.
He'll set up to throw. Just got rid of that one.
Oh, and that's tough, man. It was drawn up right. It was a good throw. It was right in his hands. You just want your playmaker to make that play and get to the 2-point conversion.
Number 8, set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. There he goes. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. He now has 80 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. caught in the backfield. It's Haas. Could not make his way to the corner. Very close to putting a bow on this one. Gives us a minute to check out the top 25 here in the final week of the season and to wonder what type of impact this result will have on these rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza.
Here we go. Ready. Wide 80. Wide 80. Stay up. Stay up. Stay.
To the air. It's Chambliss. Fires to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Takes the handoff. It's Lacy. Tried to find some running room, but there was none to be had, and he's well short. It'll be 4th and 5.
Offense facing 4th down.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Wide receiver comes in motion. Making the adjustment. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Snaps it, and he has to have it. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. They got him down quickly after the pick, but he'd already made the biggest play, and they've got it at the 38. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. What a costly mistake, and what a big play by the defense to get the football back on the interception, and now this offense can drive down and take the lead. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
If you can't win it all, you might as well try to ruin things for your rival, and that's exactly what we've got working here. On 1st down, it's Bothwell again. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Left side is Cotton. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And he got it! They take the lead here in the 4th.
All field goals are not created equal, guys. Kicks in the 4th quarter to take the lead. They just seem to carry so much more weight. So give that young man credit for getting out there and knocking that thing through the uprights with all of the pressure, with all the eyeballs on him. He delivered.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Breaks the tackle. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Quarterback signaling to his guys. Looking to throw, it's Knight. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions from go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Using his legs, it's Lacey. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down. He's piled up 97 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. Turning it on! He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll try the left side. Maybe a crease. At the 30. The Rebels kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work.
Switch it.
The running back has it. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. The handoff. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Rebels back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Mississippi State calls the second of its 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. He's changing the play. They'll send the tight end in motion. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Touchdown, Rebels. They move on top here in the 4th.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
Going for 2 here to try to make the lead 7. Try to barge their way in. He gets it into the end zone for the 2 to push that lead out to 7. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Taylor wants to throw it. He wants a big play here late. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away. They've got to push the ball down the field. And back to the air on 2nd down. Here's a throw downfield late. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
The offense has got to find something here in the 4th quarter. You can tell, pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot. Unsuccessful, but I wouldn't be surprised if they take some more of those.
They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Out wide right, it's Evans. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
So here they come. One last chance, and they've got to have a touchdown. Taylor wants to throw. He's taking a deep shot. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And marking its territory in this one and taking down Mississippi State to claim the Egg Bowl. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.